Hello, beautiful friends. This is Love Builds Up Crafts, and I'm Sasha. That's my best superhero voice. I'm so silly. Anyway, today we're going to be making a flash-tastic card. Well, finishing the flash-tastic card because we've already made the flash. And if you want to do that, you're going to have to head over to Instagram and check the IGTV out. So if you're here, you've already watched that and you want to know how to finish the cards. So let's get to it. I'm starting off with my distress oxide. I've got candied apple, squeezed lemon and spiced marmalade, but I'm not sure about squeezed lemonade, so I'm just going to put it on the side and start off with candied apple. And I'm just going to swipe it across. You've seen this method on the previous card, the Spider-Man card, but instead of in a sunburst shape, this time we're just swiping it across to mimic that movement, you know, that because the flash is so fast, it moves so fast, so it's just to mimic that when something moves fast, it's got like a blurry background. So that's what we're trying to do here. So just go in with your spiced marmalade and do the same thing. Be careful not to contaminate your ink pad there, and if you do, just take a clean piece of paper and wipe it off. I'm being like super careful just to go into the empty spaces there. You could also just do this with just ink blended on in strips. I'm pretty sure you can do that, but this way is quicker for me. Then you're just gonna soak it with water there, spray with the water, and just let those colors really come together and blend together. And once you've done that, just let it sit and let that water soak into the paper. So you're gonna need a very good watercolor cardstock, and once that's sat for a few minutes, not dry, it still needs to be wet, go in and add your gold embossing powder, and you're just sprinkling it onto the paper, not across, onto the paper, sorry. You're just sprinkling it on just like so. Do it whichever way feels comfortable to you, okay? Or even skip this bit if you don't like it, but trust me. And if you didn't know you could emboss with water, there you go. Now you know you can heat emboss with water. So we're just gonna quickly dry that. Do a bit of dab and dry. The new craft spot. We should have craft Olympics and then we can do dab and dry. That'll be so cool. Anyway, your heat gun has to be really hot because I think it takes more effort to emboss with water. I don't know why, but it just takes a bit longer than it does with the VersaFine ink. So just go in and make sure that everything is really dry. Okay, take your time, and whilst that's drying, I'm just gonna take this moment to just say, oh my goodness, did you see what happened over the weekend? Just in case you didn't, I'm gonna put it in here right now. Look at that. Not only did I receive a reply from Karin Joan, just look at that beautiful reply. She's so kind. I also had a share of my pictures and my reel from the Jennifer Maguire. Guys, I'm telling you, like, there were no words. I called my mom and I just babbled on for ages, and she's like, who's Jennifer? And I'm like, you know, it's like if you had written a song and then Michael Jackson was like, I like your song. That's what this moment is. It's just like, oh my goodness. But yeah, it's just a little side note. I'm not bragging. I'm really not. I'm just saying this to be thankful, to express my gratitude. That's it, just to express my gratitude, because she didn't have to, neither did Karen. None of them had to, but they did, and I'm so grateful because we all want to be appreciated. Okay, let's get back to the card now. So you're just gonna take your, like, the excitement, like I'm all hyped again now and I'm trying to calm down. that anyway, back to the card. Take your candied apple and add back the swipes because we've lost our movement, and I think the swipes add the movement. You don't have to be neat because it's supposed to look urban, so just go ahead and get your trimmer, sorry, your guillotine or trimmer, whatever, and cut out some strips because you're gonna do like layered jagged look. I hope that makes sense. Okay. And I realized the ink was still wet, so I'm just drying that quickly, and then I'm grabbing my Harvest Gold cardstock from Tonic. I love my gold cardstock from Tonic, and I'm just trying to figure out an alignment there. Like, I use so many different mirror cards, and I always end up going back to the Tonic mirror card because it's just so beautiful. Okay, it might be a bit more costly, but there's a reason. You get what you pay for. So if you want beautiful mirror card, then go to Tonic. If you want something else, then go somewhere else, you know. But anyway, right, so I'm just trying to figure out an arrangement, and I'm going to spend quite a few minutes fiddling around because I do honestly like fiddling, and wasting time is a disease, and I clearly have it. Like, I just spend so much time faffing about, and then at the end of the day, most of the details that I faff about don't even matter. Do you do that? Do you guys do that? Do you just spend hours just trying to like figure out things on your card, and then when you figured it out, then you realize, oh, it actually doesn't matter because it's gonna be covered up. Anyway, I'm now swapping out that Harvest Gold cardstock with the Inca Gold mirror cardstock because look at that effect. It looks like lightning, doesn't it? Like when light moves, because you can see the difference. Okay, the Harvest Gold is just mirrored, but then the Inca Gold is like holographic, so it just moves beautifully with the light there. So I think it's better for this card because it's gonna give us that effect of lightning. I've cut out a panel 8.5 by 3.5 inches, which is a slimline card, and then now I'm back to faffing about with the arrangement again. I'm not gonna lie, arrangement takes me so long. I spend ages just trying to figure out my arrangement. So I'm grabbing my Tonic Stamp Club Shoot for the Star set, and it's got two of these lightning strip things, and I'm thinking I'm gonna use those to cut some lightning strips out of the edges. So I'm just gonna go do that, then I'll be back because I think I can show you better than I can tell you. We are back, oh baby. Okay, I'm not gonna be silly today, I'm sorry for that. Who am I kidding? I'm silly every day. But anyway, I've cut out the lightning and stuck everything down, and I've also gone around the edges with my 05 and 10 micron pen and just given it a bit more of a rough look because it's supposed to be urban. I've got two pieces of leftovers there, and I'm going to show you how I did that because again, I can show you better than I can tell you. And I've also gone in with my trusted white gel pen. If you don't have a gel pen at this point, I don't know what you're doing with your life. No, I'm kidding. Okay, I've also stamped a sentiment from the Creative Expressions sentiment set for the men. So that's what I've used for that sentiment. And so now I'm going to show you how I did all these bits. I'm just grabbing my Stamp Club once again. That's the set that you need. But if you don't have this set, you can just draw out some lightning and cut it out, or just miss out the lightning. But I feel like because that's his brand, you know, That's his brand. If you know about branding, then you know how important it is. I feel like it's a necessary thing. So use anything that has lightning. I'm sure there are other stamp sets with die sets. Sorry, why did I keep saying stamp set? I get my words mixed up. Anyway, I've done that. I've die cut from the edge there. Don't worry if it's flimsy, because the foam tape will hold it together. So just grab your little piece out there and then take your gel pen. Sorry, I'm just gonna put my pieces back inside their packaging because they're so tiny and I would hate for them to go missing. And then sorry, I'm gonna grab my white gel pen and just go around the edges of that little shape. It doesn't really have to be neat. It's not anything complicated. As I was saying, just get yourself a white gel pen. I don't have any affiliate links, so I'm not being sponsored by anyone to say this, but genuinely get yourself a white gel pen and some micron pens, okay? You're not gonna regret this decision because they can fix so many mistakes. They're not just for abstract cards. Even if you like neat cards, cast cards, elegant cards, all sorts of cards, you can definitely find a way that you can use your white gel pen and your black micron pen. So that's done anyway, and I'm just gonna grab my 0.5 micron pen and then go around the edges. This doesn't have to be neat either, and if you don't have a micron pen at this point, you can just use a regular black pen. It's just not going to be as dark, because I think that darkness adds beautiful contrast. But if all you have is a black pen, then just use your black pen, okay, and go over it a number of times. So you're just making those lines. Like I said, you don't have to be neat. Just go around that strip, make the lines, and add that bit of interest. And now I'm going in with my 10 pen because it makes it darker, as you can see, and just going over some of the lines, not all of them, and making those ones darker. And then I'm going to take my white gel pen and outline that little lightning cut out. My white gel pen was not behaving. It had so much gunk on it, so because I use it for way too much. So I'm just wiping it off to the side there and going around some of the bits, highlighting and adding some dots. I add dots because I'm scared of splatters. I want the splattered look, but I don't trust myself, so I use my white gel pen to add dots. So I've propped that strip on all the strips actually, not just that one, all the strips on some foam tape. And then once that's done, I'll stick that on the edge just like so, as you can see on the card. And that's how I've done that. So I've done that to all those pieces, and then I've stuck it down in that arrangement. And I must say, I really like this card, okay? I love abstract cards, and this one is like a bit urban. So yeah, anyway, I've got that sentiment, and I'm not sure about his placement. I've also made a hinge for his head, because a hinge for me is better than foam tape. The hinge really pushes it up. It's almost like popping up to say hello. That's why I like the hinge. And to make this, I've just folded a strip of paper, stuck it down with glue, and then folded it again. So you fold it in half twice, and that just makes your hinge. And that's going to be nice and steady for posting, okay? You don't have to worry about that. So you just pop his head on there, and it literally just jumps out of the card. I know you can't see it there because it's all flat, but it does. So that sentiment is definitely stealing the show from Barry. So I'm just gonna chop it down a bit and see if I can place it differently so that Barry remains the focus. If you didn't know, that's the Flash's name. Well, in the series or in the movie, That's his name, Barry Allen, I think. Yeah. So anyway, sentiment is all done now, and I'm just gonna go ahead and glue my flash down and the whole sentiment. And whilst I'm doing that, I'm just gonna let you know that I sincerely appreciate all of you who have subscribed, liked, or commented on any of my posts. Thank you so much, guys. You don't know how much it makes me so happy when I receive a comment or a notification that I have a new subscriber. I really appreciate you all, and I hope I'm delivering you some good content. Okay, so our card is all done. Look at that flashtastic card. Honestly, I love this card. Please make this card so that you can see how beautiful it is in real life. It is just so, I don't know, the camera is picking it up a bit, but in real life that holographic cardstock just really shines. It's like lightning. Just imagine the flash going across the screen, like shoo 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 shoo. Like that literally is just the most beautiful thing ever. Okay, I'm gonna stop that now. I'm sorry if that hurt your eyes, but I just wanted to show you that I really think that I'm going to make myself a couple more of these, because just to play with. I just love this card so much. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I really hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed making it, and I hope you'll be trying it out for yourself. So if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you subscribe and hit the like button, as well as leave me a comment and tell me what you think of these transformations, or maybe even what superhero we should do next. And definitely check out the website for more.